I am at the scene of where that tragic incident had taken place. The police are indicating that they're still investigating the circumstances surrounding the death of one of the investigators in the Thabo Bester escape saga. People that were in this area and close to here who we'll speak to in just a moment, and we will keep them anonymous. Some of them heard a gunshot, they say, going off, and they thought that there had been an accident that had taken place, but then they saw this entire area had been cordoned off, and of course that was when the pathology van was also brought through to this area. We understand that the police officer, or the investigating officer, who has now since passed on, was inside court when that judgment was being handed down. So this certainly does put a twist in this particular matter. Right here where we're standing at the moment, you can still see remnants of the glass of the window from that vehicle, where we understand from people around here, while police of course say they're investigating the circumstances surrounding what had taken place. And Tate, let me just bring you in as well. You were in this area, you say, when you saw this area was cordoned off.
Yeah, I was driving this past this road, heavy road.
Yeah.
It was around 12 o'clock. That's when I saw police cars, and the road was closed, like from this robot until that one there at the bottom. Yeah. So I even saw the mortuary government cars. You see this biking. Yeah, I also saw that biking. Yes. Yeah.
All right, let me bring in another gentleman just very quickly, who tells us that he had heard a gunshot go off. We're also not going to show his face at this time. And Dade, just tell us what is it that you heard in this area?
The only thing that I heard is the gunshot. I was at my workplace, so that's why I thought it was an accident. But then after a certain time, few minutes, I saw people were screaming, talking about it. Then I wanted to appear there, and I saw it from a distance. A lot of cars there, the robots, but I didn't go there. But I did hear the gunshot.
Thank you very much to all of the individuals in this particular area. These were people who were working in this area. The last gentleman says the only thing that he heard was a gunshot going off. Remember that the judgment that was handed down in the High Court in Bloemfontein was handed down at 10 o'clock. I would roughly estimate, even though I didn't count at the time, I think we were in there for about, say, an hour or so, until, of course, we had done some reaction pertaining to that judgment that was handed down. But, of course, then we understand that the police officer, who has now since passed away, was inside the court when that judgment was being handed down, and he had been attending court proceedings. What bearing this will have on the case, we certainly cannot tell at this stage, but indeed the police commissioner, Fannie Masemola, sending his condolences. Investigations are still continuing at this stage, and of course police are indicating that they're investigating the circumstances surrounding his death at this particular stage. It certainly does put a twist in this particular matter. I guess what bearing it will have on the case, remember that there might be, or is, a team of investigators working on this matter. We also understand from the police that psychosocial support is also being provided to the colleagues of that police officer, as well as the family of the police officer who has since passed away.